Chapter 8. Famous Dark Triad Personalities. This chapter acknowledges the existence of dark triad personalities, who have exhibited their outrageous behavior throughout history, leaving a lasting mark on the world. Alexander the Great, son of Philip II of Macedon and Olympias, was a narcissistic king of ancient Greece. He believed in his destined greatness and that anything within his imagination could be achieved in real life. His mother had lofty ambitions for him, leading him to be named the Great. Alexander considered himself a deity, believing he was the son of Zeus. He downplayed his father's achievements and focused on winning battles for his own glory, disregarding the lives of his army. Napoleon Bonaparte, a general in the French Revolution, faced bullying and low self-esteem as a child. Napoleon, despite being shorter than the average man, believed in his specialness and wrote about his belief in his abilities in his book, Thoughts. Napoleon's aggressive behavior was believed to be a response to his childhood taunts, but it's unlikely that he was attempting to make up for his inadequacy. Adolf Hitler, a self-absorbed individual in the early 1900s, believed his race was superior and used propaganda to gain power. His leadership style allowed him to dominate, leading to millions of Jews' deaths. Hitler's narcissism and thirst for power led to a murder spree, with no empathy for the suffering of his fellow Jews. His belief in superiority led to one of the largest wars on earth, resulting in the Holocaust. Charles Manson, an ex-convict, created the Manson family through psychopathic manipulation. He convinced young people to join his family, causing them to commit crimes on his behalf. In 1969, Manson's family killed 9 people. Despite his callous disregard for humanity, Manson's charm attracted people, even getting engaged to one. He showed no remorse or guilt for his actions. Albert DeSalvo, known as the Boston Strangler, committed 13 murders in Boston, including strangulation of elderly women. He exhibited signs of a psychopath from childhood, including animal abuse. DeSalvo targeted vulnerable elderly individuals, aiming to subdue them for his dark desires. His extraordinary sex drive and tendency for exaggeration led some to believe he was not the true Boston Stranger even after confessing to the killings. Jeffrey Dahmer was an American serial killer who committed the rape, murder, and dismemberment of 17 boys between 1978 and 1991. His crimes were horrific and he performed necrophilia and cannibalism on their corpses. Dahmer's childhood was not particularly eventful, but he was largely reserved and had an interest in animals. His father taught him how to bleach animal bones, which he used to clean the carcasses he collected. At 18, Dahmer began targeting human victims, targeting Stephen Hicks, a hitchhiker he lured to his house. After his first murder, Dahmer dissected his victim's body and buried it in his yard. He continued to live his life without guilt or remorse, stealing the lives of 12 more victims until his arrest. Amy Bishop, a biology professor at the University of Alabama, was a notorious figure who killed 3 colleagues and injured 3 others in a 2010 attack. She exhibited narcissism, believing she was superior to others and deserving of tenure. Before the attack, Amy had shot her brother in an accident, which some sources believe was deliberate. After losing her tenure in 2009, she planned to kill her colleagues in 2010, demonstrating her cold and calculating nature. Her actions suggest a narcissistic and psychopathic nature, as she felt entitled to praise and was abrasive in her interactions. Despite her erratic behavior, Her actions highlight the dark triad personalities that exist, with psychopaths making up about 1% of the general population. How to talk to your child about dark psychology. Parents play a crucial role in their children's safety, both physically and emotionally. They should create a safe haven for their children, ensuring they feel secure both with others and alone. Predators can use various virtual channels, such as smartphones and the internet, to access children. Parents should be vigilant about what their children watch and listen to, and monitor content to prevent them from being influenced by strangers. Parents should also avoid sugarcoating truths, as children are impressionable and tend to believe what adults tell them. Parents should be the first point of contact for their children, and they should be aware of predators' manipulation and stay ahead of the game. By doing so, parents can help their children navigate the world and protect their children from harmful influences. What if your child is the problem? Psychologists often diagnose children with conduct disorder rather than antisocial personality disorder due to the stigma associated with the term. Children with conduct disorder often lack empathy, remorse, guilt, and are indifferent to punishment. They often target helpless animals for aggression and cruelty. Parents should understand that not every psychopath is headed for destruction, and some can become successful in their fields. Professional intervention may be needed to work with the good brain of the child, training them to do good in exchange for rewards. Labeling a child as a killer may not always be effective, but it is worth a shot. Nurture and empowering messages can help children grow into great individuals, regardless of their psychopathic disposition. By understanding and addressing these signs, parents can help their children get help before it's too late.